Hi everyone, welcome. It's me, Lori from Inner Goddess Tarot. Welcome to Learn Tarot video number 4. So today, with lesson 4, I'm going to talk very briefly about the Minor Arcana. So just a quick introduction to what's going on with the Minor Arcana, so you can get familiar with it, and then later on we can go into more depth. But first of all, brief intro. So previously we talked about the Major Arcana. These are arcana meaning secrets, right? We remember that. So the major arcana are universal archetypes, big forces, life changes, life lessons, things that have a long-term and a large effect on us throughout our lives, stages that we go through in our lives, right? So then we shift now to the minor arcana. And the minor arcana, they're still important. I don't want that word minor to throw you, but they're much more sort of everyday things. So everyday life matters that we have a little bit more control over through the decisions that we make and our actions than as opposed to what's going on with the major arcana. So in a traditional tarot deck, there are 56 minors and they're divided into 4 suits. So I'm just going to show you the aces of those suits quickly to get you a little familiar with them. So first we have swords. Okay, swords, wands, pentacles, and cups. Okay. And so those are the 4 traditional suits. And within those 4 suits, we go from ace to 10. And then following that, we have what are called the court cards. And that's a whole other topic. But we have the page, the knight, the queen, and the king, all within each suit. Okay. So the different suits of the 4 suits of the minor arcana, they pretty much cover all areas of life. All areas of human experience. And so each one is connected with a particular area of human experience and life, and they're also connected with an element. So I'm just going to go through them one by one again. So when we have the swords, here's the sword again, have a look. So swords are connected with the element of air. So when we talk about swords, we're looking at the mind, how we think, how we communicate, logic, all those thoughts going around in our head, that area of life. Also, swords often come up when there's some conflict in an area of our life, and also when there's a need for truth and honesty. Often comes up when there's a need to be honest with yourself, be honest with others, that kind of thing. Okay. And then we have wands. Okay, so wands are connected with the element of fire. So the area of life, it's the spiritual side of things, the ambition, the passion, things that drive us, things that get us fired up. Because you can see that wand is a stick, right? But it's got leaves actually growing on it. So there's a feeling of growth, abundance, possibility, passion here. Okay, so what's next? We have pentacles. Pentacles are connected with the element of earth. So the area of life that they're connected with is the practical, the material. So things like money, job, career, comfortable home, material possessions. They can often be an indication of good health and vitality, feeling grounded, that kind of thing. So very practical, earthy suit. And then lastly, we have cups. So what are we missing? What area of life? Yes, the heart, the emotions, that comes through in the cups. You can see that flowing water there. It's like an outpouring of emotion. So with cups, we have things that we love, that move us emotionally, relationships, that anything to do with the heart comes through with the cups. Okay. And it's interesting, a way to remember what's going on with those suits. Actually, it matches really well with some of the work that Carl Jung did, because Carl Jung talked about humankind's mental processes falling into sort of 4 categories, and those categories match really well with the suits, right? So swords, we have the mind, I think. Wands, we have the soul, the spirit, and I desire. Pentacles, we have the body, The material, I possess, I have. And cups, we have the heart and I feel, right? So it's really interesting to pay attention when you're doing a reading for yourself or for someone else, and to see if there's a particular suit that is predominant, you know? Because if you see a lot of cups in a reading, you might think, oh, okay, this has to do with relationships, with love, that kind of thing, family, right? But if you have a lot of pentacles in a reading, you might think, okay, there's something going on in the career area here. How are their finances? Are they feeling, you know, that they're secure in their job, that kind of thing. So it's interesting to see what suits are predominant, also what suits are missing, or to see if there's a nice balance between all 4 suits in a reading. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself into more material there. So I'm going to stop now. That's just a brief introduction to the Minor Arcana. And I invite you to take a look at some of my previous videos, which talk about a little bit about the Major Arcana and how to start off on the right foot when you're learning tarot. So let me know what you'd like to see next. I have an idea of what I'm going to talk about, what I'm planning to talk about, but let me know if there's something in particular that you would like me to talk about next. So as always, I invite you to visit my website, innergoddesstarot.com. Take a look. I'm starting to update and reshuffle things a bit, and I have some great new offerings in the email reading area. So thanks for listening. See you again soon. Bye.